What would happen if I did breath work every day for 30 days? So tingly. My ears are ringing.
There seems to be a lot of hype around breathwork right now, but surely it's just a fancy term for breathing. Before we delve into this video, let's look at the definition of breathwork. Breathwork is a new age term for various breathing practices in which the conscious control of breathing is said to influence a person's mental, emotional and physical state. And if that was a bit mumbo jumbo for you, then basically breathwork is when you breathe consciously or when you do breathing exercises, much like you would do any other exercise. So what are the benefits of breathwork? Despite Wikipedia telling me that breathwork has no proven positive health impact other than inducing relaxation, my research suggests otherwise. I've read that it helps reduce stress, improve sleep, you get more focus and mental clarity, you get faster recovery from fitness and improved sports performance, and you can experience enhanced creativity. And then there's this guy called Wim Hof, otherwise known as the Iceman, who, if you don't know already, developed the Wim Hof Method, which includes a breathwork exercise. He claims that it can improve circulation, influence your autonomic nervous system, enable your immune system to battle symptoms of various diseases, and help reduce diseases such as arthritis, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, asthma, and other autoimmune diseases. And now's probably a really good time to mention that if you're thinking about doing breathwork yourself, then don't perform the exercises in water, when you're driving. Don't push yourself so hard that you put yourself in danger, and also consider having supervision. I've been doing box breathing most mornings since 2016 and I really love the way it makes me feel. I wanted to delve a little bit deeper and see if by doing more I would experience more. I wanted to see if it would have an effect on my physical performance, if I could experience moments of enlightenment, and also wanted to see if I can improve my overall mood and well-being. And what were the rules? Do a minimum of 15 minutes of breath work every day for 30 days. At the start of the challenge, I had this goal to be able to do a breath hold for 3 minutes, and what happened was quite surprising. I feel quite excited about doing it because I've wanted to do it for a long time, but at the same time I'm a little bit nervous, only because I can be quite competitive with myself.
Take a deep breath in and hold.
Wow, that was mega. My ears are ringing. That was really weird. My hands and feet were so tingly. I felt supercharged. Just all through my veins had turned into like electric pathways. Still got that funny feeling in my ears, like pressure in my ears.
During the challenge, I mostly used the Wim Hof Method via the app to do his breathing technique. But I didn't do it every day, which I probably should have. And the reason I didn't do it every day was because sometimes it took me almost 30 minutes to do.
And today my feet went so tingly, and at one point I felt like I was floating. At the end of today, my ears were ringing so much, but not pleasantly.
Also use a couple of apps, the State app and the Apnea trainer.
3, 2, 1. Hold your breath.
And also incorporated some yoga breath work from the Glow Yoga app. There's a video I've made about that, which I'll put up here. The Wim Hof Method is 30 deep breaths, a little bit like hyperventilating, but not quite as extreme.
Breath hold from now on.
Then it's followed by a breath hold, basically holding your breath for as long as you can.
Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Take a deep breath in and hold.
And then when you can't hold for any longer, you take an inhale, hold for 15 seconds.
3, 2, 1, and let go.
Then you relax and repeat the whole process 4 times.
Breathe
The
out.
good thing about the app is that he
Breathe in.
talks you through the whole method,
Breathe
so you
out.
just follow along.
Just go with the flow.
The Wim Hof Method also includes some exercises and cold showers, but we can talk about those another day. And although this app is free to use, you can only do the breathing exercises 5 times, then you have to pay. But you can find a video over here on YouTube, which is absolutely free, and I'll put that on screen right now.
It's so intense. I got that floaty feeling, all the tingles.
Breathe in. Breathe out.
I suppose I thought that the progress would be a bit quicker. It's weird because I'm not progressing at all, which is kind of frustrating. I should just relax and just take it for what it is. I seem to have reached a real plateau.
In with peace, out with stress.
One of the things that occurred to me throughout this challenge is breathwork is incredibly easy, yet incredibly difficult. It's so simple to do. I didn't need any equipment. It doesn't really take a lot of time, and yet it takes so much discipline to do.
Yesterday I watched a tutorial of how to do the breathing. I thought I knew how to do it, but I was actually doing it wrong. And rather than forcing the exhale, you just kind of relax and let the exhale come naturally.
Breath hold from now.
The deep breaths are feeling a bit more natural, and I'm also feeling a bit more comfortable when I get that uncomfortable feeling when I hold my breath. I can feel a build, but I'm finding that I'm not panicking as much. Like I know that it's okay to be holding my breath because the oxygen I need is just right here. I'm kind of pleased it's over because it does take a fair bit of time and also effort. I'm putting quite a lot of pressure on today on doing the breath holds just because I want to improve, but also when I do put pressure on myself and I want to do well, I don't do well because I'm not relaxed.
At the end of each practice, I was left with this total state of calm, and I hoped that that state of calm would last throughout the day, but it really only lasted 10 or 15 minutes. It really provided me with an opportunity for a mini reset each day, and as a result of that, I was able to make better decisions throughout the day. And then also as part of that mini reset, there were some days where I felt as though my thoughts and my brain actually separated, and I did feel that mental clarity and that clearness in my head. Like that must be doing me some good. Did I reach my goal of the 3-minute breath hold? 20 out of the 30 days I did the Wim Hof Method, and I've got to admit the results are pretty disappointing. On day 1, I was able to do an average breath hold of 1 minute and 30 seconds. And by day 30, I was able to do a breath hold of, drum roll please, 1 minute, 29 seconds. I actually got worse. My longest breath hold was 2 minutes and 16 seconds on day 24, but I also did a 2-minute breath hold on day 2. Doing breath work for 30 days just wasn't long enough to get results. In fact, I was naive to think that by me being able to hold my breath for longer was me improving and becoming healthier and fitter. I learned that my body and mind would act completely differently throughout the breathing exercises on a day-to-day basis depending on certain circumstances, such as my mood, the quality of sleep from the night before, the time of day, the temperature of the room, whether I'd exercised, and even whether I was filming for this video.
When I haven't got the camera, I just let my mind wander and I'm just thinking about relaxing situations.
I was naive to think that this was a competition with myself and that I could put pressure on myself to improve.
Surprised that I haven't made bigger progress. I can't seem to get anywhere near the 2 minutes 10 that I got in the first week. For some reason, I'm not improving. The 2 minute mark, I'm still not able to reach the breath hold of 2 minutes 10. I feel as though I'm getting frustrated.
This actually had the opposite effect, and what I should have known was that doing the exercises was enough. During this challenge, I learnt that breathing is one of the only processes we do which is either completely subconsciously or completely consciously. And with our breath, we can control the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is stimulated when we're stressed. It's our fight or flight response, and this means an increase in our heart rate and the blood flow that goes to our brain and our muscles. With the pressure of the modern world, the constant bombardment of digital and media, noise and other stresses, many people live in this high stress state a lot of the time, which can put unnecessary pressure on the body and mind. And then in contrast, the parasympathetic nervous system slows things down in the body, reducing the heart rate, conserving energy and relaxing the body. It's important to have a balance between the two systems in order to remain healthy, but really we want to be living in that parasympathetic state quite a lot of the time. By using our breath, we can have a physical effect on our parasympathetic nervous system, helping to relax the body and reduce the resting heart rate, bringing the two systems back into balance. How magic is that? So the burning question is, am I going to continue doing breath work? I'll be honest, since finishing the challenge, I've only done the Wim Hof Method a few times. It's something that I really, really want to do, but I'm just struggling to find the time in my morning routine. But what I have done is I've returned back to my 10 minutes of box breathing every morning. And as a result of doing this challenge, then I feel way happier to just be doing a really simple and easy routine, something that I really enjoy and there's no pressure. As mentioned earlier, you've got the Wim Hof app. You've also got the Wim Hof YouTube channel, which gives a free breathing exercise video. And then you've got the State app and the Apnea Trainer app. And all of these apps that I use throughout the 30 days, I will be doing a tour and a review video for. So if you're into stuff like that, then keep an eye out for those on my channel. And then there's a couple of books which are totally amazing. The first one is an audiobook by a guy called Dr. Weil. I've had this for years and I've listened to it so many times. It's less than 2 hours and it's only 2 chapters, and I cannot recommend this book enough. It is so amazing, and I've put the link to that in the description box along with everything else. And then there's a book called Exhale by Richie Bostock. It explains all the science behind breathing and also outlines breathing exercises for certain situations that you might be in to help relax and calm your nervous system. If you want to learn about box breathing, then I have made a video about that up here, and there's also a blog that supports that video which I have linked in the description box. Whether you go for an app, a video or a book, ultimately they're all going to lead towards the same thing, and that's breathing consciously. And what I love about it the most, what we need is right here. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I'll admit it wasn't quite the transformative video that I had in mind, but maybe that's the message. Over the next few months, I've got several 30-day challenges planned. I've just finished 5K every day. I'm about to do 100 press-ups a day for a month. I don't like press-ups. So if you're into stuff like that, then consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you've done breath work or you're thinking about doing it, you've had these amazing experiences, or like me, you didn't really experience much, then drop me a comment in the comments box because I would love to hear from you. I will put some other videos up on screen right now that I think that you might like, and thank you very much for watching.